Excuses are the most common roadblock between where you are and where you want to be. They are the invisible chains that keep you tethered to your current situation, preventing you from moving forward. The most dangerous thing about excuses is that they seem so rational, so convincing, but in reality they're nothing more than lies we tell ourselves to avoid the discomfort of change. If you want to be rich, you need to quit making excuses. It's that simple. The first step in overcoming excuses is to recognize them. They appear in many forms, from I don't have enough time to I'm not good enough or the economy is too tough right now. These excuses often stem from fear or doubt. The fear of failure holds you back from taking risks, and the doubt in your abilities stops you from even trying. But if you keep giving in to these excuses, you'll remain stagnant. You have to realize that excuses are not real. They're just stories you've created to justify staying comfortable in your current situation. The key to success is taking full responsibility for your life. Everything that happens to you is a result of the choices you've made, whether consciously or unconsciously. This means you have the power to change your life. Once you take full responsibility for your actions, you stop blaming others, the environment, or circumstances. You stop waiting for the right time or the perfect opportunity to start making moves. You understand that the right time is now. Excuses no longer have a place in your life because you're focused on the solution, not the problem. We all face challenges, and sometimes life is tough. But successful people don't use those challenges as an excuse to quit. Instead, they use them as fuel to drive them toward their goals. It's easy to blame external factors for your situation, whether it's a lack of resources, difficult circumstances, or other people. But when you take ownership of your life, you stop giving away your power. You recognize that even in the face of adversity, you still have choices. You can choose to learn, grow, and adapt. You can choose to push forward even when things seem impossible. Look at the people you spend your time with. Are they helping you move forward, or are they holding you back? If you find that most of your interactions leave you feeling drained, unmotivated, or frustrated, it might be time to reassess those relationships. Success and wealth come to those who are constantly pushing themselves, who are always seeking to learn and grow. If the people around you are not doing that, you need to find a new circle. But it's not just about avoiding negative people, it's also about actively seeking out the right ones. Successful people don't just happen to be successful. They surround themselves with like-minded individuals who share their values, passions, and goals. When you surround yourself with people who have a growth mindset, who believe in the power of hard work, who take action every day, you start to think and act the same way. This is a powerful way to elevate your own life. The best way to find these people is to put yourself in environments where they gather, join networking groups, attend seminars, take courses, and get involved in communities that encourage growth and development. If you're constantly around people who are achieving great things, their drive and ambition will start to rub off on you. You'll learn new strategies, gain valuable insights, and receive the support and encouragement you need to achieve your own goals. It's also important to understand that the right people will challenge you. They won't just praise you for every little thing you do. Instead, they'll push you to be better. They'll hold you accountable, ask tough questions, and encourage you to go beyond what you thought was possible. While it might be uncomfortable at times, this is exactly what you need. Comfort zones are the killers of progress. If you're only ever surrounded by people who tell you what you want to hear, you'll never grow. The right people will force you to confront your weaknesses, improve on them, and grow into the person you need to be to achieve success. On the other hand, people who are not aligned with your goals or values will actively sabotage your efforts, even if it's unintentional. They might discourage you from taking risks, tell you to settle for less, or even question your dreams. They do this because they themselves are stuck in their own limiting beliefs and don't believe that success is possible for them. If you continue to listen to these voices, you'll adopt the same mindset and limit your own potential. If you want to be rich, both in wealth and mindset, you have to be willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. This doesn't mean you have to cut ties with everyone who doesn't fit into your vision, but you do need to prioritize your time and energy. Invest in relationships with people who inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth. As you do this, you'll start to notice a shift in your own life. Your mindset will expand, your actions will become more deliberate, and your results will speak for themselves. Remember, you don't need a large circle, you just need the right circle. The quality of your relationships will determine the quality of your life. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to aim higher, who celebrate your successes, and who help you navigate challenges with wisdom and encouragement. These are the people who will help you become rich, not just in material wealth, but in the richness of your life's experiences, growth, and success. Procrastination is the silent thief of success. It's the habit that sneaks up on you, telling you that you'll get started tomorrow, that you need more time to plan, or that the conditions aren't quite right yet. Every time you put something off, you're essentially robbing yourself of the opportunity to move forward. If you want to be rich, you need to quit procrastinating. There's no perfect time to start, and the longer you wait, the further you fall behind. The first step in overcoming procrastination is recognizing that it stems from fear and perfectionism, fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, and fear of not being good enough. Procrastination tells you that it's easier to do nothing than to risk failing. But let me tell you, failing is far better than doing nothing. When you fail, you learn, you grow, and you become better equipped for the next challenge. But when you procrastinate, you waste time, you lose opportunities, and you stay stuck. You'll never get anywhere if you're constantly waiting for the perfect moment to act. It's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking. We all do it. We think we need more information, more preparation, more resources. But the truth is, you'll never have everything you need to start. There will always be unknowns, challenges, and obstacles in the way. The key is not waiting for the perfect moment, but creating your own moment. You can't control everything, but you can control your action. The moment you stop procrastinating is the moment you take control of your life. You take action, even when things aren't perfect, and that's when progress begins. Procrastination is also a form of avoidance. It's your mind's way of trying to avoid discomfort. Starting something new, especially something that challenges you, is uncomfortable. It takes you out of your comfort zone. But discomfort is where growth happens. Success lies on the other side of that discomfort. If you keep putting things off, you're avoiding the very thing that will help you improve. The more you delay, the more comfortable you become with staying where you are, and the harder it becomes to take action in the future. The problem with procrastination is that it creates a cycle of guilt and stress. You put something off, then you feel guilty for not doing it. This guilt makes you avoid it even more, which leads to more procrastination. It becomes a vicious cycle. The longer you wait, the more you feel overwhelmed, and the less motivated you become to do anything at all. But once you break the cycle by taking small actions, you'll start to build momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. Once you take that first step, the next one becomes easier, and the next one after that even easier. Action breeds more action, and soon you'll find yourself on the path to success, not because you waited for the perfect time, but because you took consistent action, regardless of how ready you felt. Time is a precious resource, and it's the one thing you can never get back. Every moment you waste procrastinating is a moment you'll never recover. The opportunity to build wealth, grow your business, and improve your life is slipping away with each delay. Successful people understand the importance of time. They don't waste it. They make the most of it. They understand that every day is a chance to move closer to their goals. When you quit procrastinating, you start to value your time and use it wisely. You stop letting fear or distractions get in the way of your progress. You can't build wealth if you're always putting things off. Whether it's starting a new business, learning a new skill, or taking action on a big idea, it all requires one thing: action. The key to achieving your goals is not waiting for the perfect time, but deciding that now is the time to act. The longer you wait, the more you lose time, opportunities, and momentum. So stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. Procrastination can also be a sign of deeper issues, such as a lack of clarity or a fear of failure. If you're unclear about what you want to do, or if you're afraid of failing, it's easy to put things off. But clarity comes through action. The more you take steps toward your goals, the clearer the path becomes. If you're afraid of failing, remember that failure is not the end. It's a learning experience that brings you closer to success. By confronting your fears and taking action, you build the confidence and resilience necessary to succeed. Finally, to quit procrastinating, you need to develop a sense of urgency. You need to recognize that time is limited and that every day you wait is one less day you have to accomplish your goals. Set deadlines, create a plan, and hold yourself accountable. Break down your big goals into smaller, manageable tasks and take action on them each day. The more you do this, the more you'll find yourself moving forward, building momentum and achieving your dreams. Stop procrastinating and start acting, because success is waiting for those who are ready to take action today. Playing small is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in life. Too often, people hold themselves back because they are afraid to fail or they feel unworthy of success. They limit themselves by settling for mediocrity because it's easier to play it safe than to take risks. But if you want to be rich, not just in money, but in life experience, happiness, and fulfillment, you need to stop playing small. If you have to embrace your full potential, take risks, and aim higher than you ever thought possible, the first thing you need to understand is that playing small comes from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These fears create a comfort zone, a zone where everything feels predictable and safe. But the comfort zone is where growth dies. It's where dreams go to suffocate. If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll never reach your true potential. To become wealthy, you need to break free from that zone. Wealth is not about playing it safe. It's about taking risks, being bold, and stepping into the unknown with confidence and determination. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by playing small. They got there by setting massive goals, by thinking big, and by taking consistent action to reach those goals. They saw opportunity where others saw obstacles. They embraced challenges rather than avoided them. They believed in their ability to succeed even when others doubted them. And this belief is what set them apart. When you play small, you deny yourself the chance to truly shine. You sell yourself short. You settle for less than you deserve. But you are capable of so much more. You have talents, ideas, and potential that can take you places you can't even imagine. You just have to believe that you're worthy of success and then go after it with everything you've got. When you play small, you also limit your growth. Growth requires stretching beyond your current abilities, pushing past your limits and learning new things. But when you play small, you're not challenging yourself. You're not taking on new responsibilities. You're not trying things that make you uncomfortable. Growth requires risk, and it requires failure. You can't grow without making mistakes. But when you're playing small, you're avoiding mistakes. And in doing so, you're avoiding growth. You're not giving yourself the chance to learn and develop the skills necessary to succeed at a higher level. Playing small keeps you stuck in the same place, doing the same things and expecting different results. That's not how success works. You need to break free from that cycle and go after your big dreams with everything you've got. Thinking big is not just about dreaming about success. It's about taking real practical steps to make those dreams a reality. It's about setting goals that scare you a little because they force you to grow. It's about stepping into your full potential, even if it feels uncomfortable. When you set small, easy-to-achieve goals, you're never going to push yourself beyond what you already know. You're never going to tap into the full power of your potential. But when you set big goals, goals that seem almost impossible, you stretch yourself. You push yourself to learn new things, to take on new challenges, and to grow in ways you never thought possible. Big goals inspire big action. They force you to think differently, to approach problems from new angles, and to take risks that you would never have considered before. And that's how you create wealth, not by playing it safe, but by playing big. To stop playing small, you also have to quit seeking validation from others. Many people hold themselves back because they are constantly seeking approval from others. They want to make sure their decisions are supported, that they are accepted, that they are doing what others think is right. But this need for validation only keeps you small. It keeps you trapped in the expectations of others instead of following your own path. If you want to be rich, you have to stop looking for permission. You have to make decisions based on your own values, your own dreams, and your own vision of success. You'll never please everyone, and you'll never make everyone happy. But that's okay. What matters is that you're living in alignment with your true self and that you're taking bold action toward your goals. Playing small also means that you're not truly embracing the opportunities that are right in front of you. Opportunities come in all shapes and sizes, but when you're playing small, you might not even recognize them. You might not take them seriously, or you might be too afraid to act on them. Opportunities often require a leap of faith. They require you to step outside of what's familiar and venture into the unknown. But if you're constantly playing it safe, you'll miss those opportunities. The most successful people are the ones who take action when opportunities arise, even if they feel unprepared or uncertain. They trust in themselves, take the leap, and figure things out along the way. They know that if they don't take action, the opportunity will pass them by. And that's something you need to remember. Opportunities don't wait around. They come and go, and it's up to you to take advantage of them when they arrive. Finally, stop playing small because it's holding you back from your own happiness. Many people play small because they're afraid of failure or rejection, but in doing so, they're also denying themselves the happiness that comes from achieving something meaningful. Success isn't just about money, it's about fulfillment, purpose, and satisfaction. When you play small, you rob yourself of the chance to experience the joy that comes from stepping into your true potential and achieving greatness. You have so much to offer the world. You have the ability to create, to build, to impact others in ways you can't even imagine. But you can't do any of that if you keep playing small. Step up, go after your dreams, live boldly, and stop holding yourself back. There is so much greatness inside of you, and it's time to let it shine. To become rich, both in wealth and in life, you must make the conscious decision to stop limiting yourself. Quit making excuses. Take full responsibility for your life and recognize that the path to success is built on action, not blame. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you and break free from the influences that hold you back. Stop procrastinating because time is the one resource you can never get back. Take action now, and most importantly, stop playing small. Set big goals, take bold steps, and never be afraid to aim higher than you ever thought possible. When you embrace these principles, you unlock your full potential and set yourself on the path to wealth, success, and fulfillment. The journey is yours to create, and it begins with the decisions you make today.